Stranger Things Season 5 has brought mixed reviews and honestly, I think the finale was, well, kinda mid. I have loved the show from the very beginning, and as for the nostalgia factor and the final 55 minutes, they have done a really good job, but here's a few changes that could have made Season 5 better according to me. Starting with Chapter 1, The Crawl. After the ending of Season 4, where we see a storm hitting Hawkins, apparently Vecna was hurt and he retreated for a while. They should have explained how the storm subsided and Vecna is now hiding. Later in the show we see two kids have been already missing before Holly and they are trapped in the abyss. This could have been explained with a scene of Will looking at a missing poster and how it reminds him of his past. The group realizes something wrong is happening in Hawkins again. We should have seen Dustin's mom and Lucas's and Max's parents too. Chapter 2, The Vanishing of Holly Wheeler. Ted and Karen should have been killed in this scene. Now I know this is a big take, but it could have been an extremely horror-packed scene like in Season 1, setting the tone for Season 5. Their death is also important for stakes in Mike's arc. The parents of missing kids and the disruption in Hawkins should have been emphasized. Honestly, Volume 1 was good on its own, except for some minor plot holes or lack of seriousness in the characters. Skip to Volume 2, Chapter 5, Shock Jock, Will and Max meeting in Henry's mind. 11-2 joins them. Some scenes from Henry's childhood is shown. Then they reach the mind lair. Max and Holly run to their gates. Vecna reaches there and tries to throw rocks at them, but we see both Will and 11 using Sphere powers together to protect Max and Holly. But Vecna tactically captures Will and throw 11 out of his mind. Robin should have died saving Max and Lucas in Escape from Camazotz. They were fighting interdimensional beings and some of them can barely run like normal humans. So this is the least that could have actually happened. Now to the part where things really started to go downhill. Chapter 7, The Bridge. Will is still trapped in Henry's mind and in a coma. He manages to escape from the vines and falls into another memory. He sees military back in 1950, they are safeguarding a huge rift in the canyon besides Max's cave. The group is in dismay after Robin's death and Will is still in trance. All they know is that a war is coming to Hawkins. They arrange for flamethrowers, tasers, knives, swords, etc. A bit of final battle drama. 11 is searching for Will. Will learns that the military is going for a war in the abyss. We see Victor Creel amongst them. He then comes to say goodbye to his son who is studying in a military camp with other students including teenagers. The military goes to the abyss, a huge rift is present there too. In the abyss, they find a younger version of the Mind Flayer, a bit less sized one, but it is not in its particle form. They defeat with Flayer with many dead. A few scientists examine the abyss including Brenner's father. Meanwhile Henry finds a love affair in the camp. Will understands that this is before he turned evil. This love affair ends up dying due to a careless mistake caused by 4 teenagers. Their faces are trembling with guilt while Henry is crying at his lover. He runs away to a cave. He sees a scientist who escaped with something valuable in his suitcase. He thinks the military sent Henry to find him. He shoots. Henry in the anger of the moment attacks the scientist. He opened the suitcase. Now in the real show we see a rock, but nah, I think it's better to show some gooey Mind Flayer particles. It enters Henry, takes complete control of his vengeful mind. Just then 11 finds Will and they return. Will realizes his sensitive mind makes him weak against Vecna and reveals his secret, but not a lengthy monologue in front of everyone, instead just his family and the D&D group. The others try to figure out Vecna's plan. None of them understands why 12 kids. Will tells them everything he saw. They understand that Mind Flayer has taken over Henry's mind. Dustin realizes that mind is the power. 11, Henry and Will they all use the mind, the hive mind. When 11 or Henry uses their powers to an extreme level they go to a coma, because they are using up their mind power, so the mind leaves them. Vecna is going to need so much more mind power that he has to do something bigger than they think. Nancy remembers her vision of both Theer worlds merging in a giant gaping monster. They realize that Vecna is about to crash the abyss into the real world. Inside the Upside Down, the vines slowly start going upwards. We see vines from the abyss version of Upside Down going down too. They hold Vecna in the very center of the wormhole. He starts pulling at both worlds. A sudden earthquake. Like a really terrible one, some of the characters gets trapped. Small cracks, not rifts, all over Hawkins. People rush out of there. The sky turns dark. And the storm is indeed back. All the characters are hurt or trapped. End of episode 7. This ending would have left so much hype for the finale and the stakes has never been higher.